Hello?
Hello, yeah, that's good.
Can you
Okay.
hear me?
Yeah,
This is Gaza.
I can hear you.
Well, the situation here is terrible. We have more than 600 injuries. More than 50% of them are kids. Um, we have more than 78, 75 martyrs, people who've been killed through the last 2 days. Khan Yunis has been hit randomly for the last night till this morning. They have more than 60 martyrs. They just buried. They just like went to bury them right now. Um, People from that area, especially last night, were very terrified. All Gaza is very terrified, but that area have been hit randomly, getting called to evacuate their homes, um, losing some friends, losing their houses. It was very terrible. The situation here, we can't really know what's going to happen. You can't guarantee anything. I think we're freaking out. Israel is freaking out as well. Um, uh, like I could see like when they hit, I could see like from my area, as you can see over here, like last night there was some smoke coming from that area, some smoke coming from some a bit further, but mostly like like the F-16s and the fires and everything I could see from my balcony. And yes, it's very terrible. And now, like some of my friends are like foreigners. They're receiving like calls or from their embassies telling them to evacuate or to leave Gaza. So this is maybe a sign that maybe there will be like more and extreme attacks on Gaza. Um, so yeah, the situation is very terrible. We can't really expect anything good happening anytime soon. And they were hitting everywhere, and we didn't know where to go. We couldn't see anything. We just hear like loud voices, and I'm just gonna go inside
Okay.
because there's a lot of noise.
So, and what about the internet and connection to the telephone and communication?
Yeah, you see, you should understand something. Here in Gaza, we've been living under the occupation and the blockade for a long time, and
Hmm.
we know how to manage our ways. And it's hard, but we try our best. So one of the recent creative ways to deal with the internet and the Wi-Fi, that we plug in a battery um, that provides electricity to the Wi-Fi, the device,
Hmm.
even if there is no electricity in the house from the
Okay.
main line. So this is one of the ways that we deal with it. Other ways is like we use um, the engine.
Hmm.
A lot of people living in where it's more dangerous, or in the camps, they can't really provide anything of this. They can really barely have electricity for 6 or 8 hours a day, which is horrible. And depending on the situation now, like in Khan Yunis, they don't have electricity because it's been hit multiple times tonight, last night, and this morning. Some places in south and north, they don't have electricity as well. Um, so yeah, it's very dangerous over here. You can't really expect anything good because we know with Israel you can't really guarantee them or trust their and and they're saying that like nothing with peace related will happen in the coming days. So we're being realistic.
Okay. As a citizen in Gaza, do you think that Israel is really targeting the military targets
No, I
without
don't think
no
there.
reasons?
No, there's nothing like most of the things that they hit is nothing related to Hamas or military targets. They're mostly civilians. Like most of the more than 78 people are dead, and most of them are um, just normal people like you and me, civilians. And most of the people that they got injured, which is more than 600, they're mostly kids or women, which doesn't make any sense. And the children is being hit very bad, especially in this war. Um, So I don't think they're hitting anything just only military. No, they just going crazy. That as usual. They don't care even about people in Gaza. They just doing their propaganda and their media talking about hitting Hamas and hitting the military locations. But this is not true, because whatever you look at the places that they hit, they're mostly either close to uh, like like a crowded area with a lot of people living there, which obviously they're gonna get hurt, or they're hitting houses. More than um, 80 houses got either totally damaged or nearly damaged. Why they're doing that? Because they're the occupation. That's what they do. Why would we expect anything good from people who've been killing us for more than 60 years? You know, we've been occupied. We're living under blockade. They're building settlements all the time. They're killing people, putting people in jail and prison for no reasons, terrorizing us all the time. So there's no specific. You can't give a humanitarian, like something related to a human when you talk about occupation, right? Um, they're talking that they're doing all of this as a reaction or whatever, because what happened to the three Israelis who've been kidnapped and killed. But multiple Israeli sources that says that this is not definite that who killed them is Palestinians. Multiple sources from Israel that talks about this. So it's not a dead end story. So they can't even have a good reason for what they're doing. But I think every time they do this, they're trying to show their people that they can protect them and they're the strong part. And it's all about politics when it comes to all this kind of stuff. But to us as Palestinians, it's about our freedom and dignity, and about our people that we're losing, and about the people that we love that we lost, and about the people that we're afraid we're going to lose. But to them, they have shelters, they have everything provided for them. They're not losing anything compared to what we're losing. No, it was
in
my
last
fault
country.
that the electricity went off. It's horrible what's happening. Whatever I think and remember, all what's happening over here. Right now I'm not losing anyone I know so far, until like my someone I used to work with yesterday, one of the journalists who got killed yesterday. So even journalists that are not being treated fair through all of this, while he was working, he got killed yesterday. We used to work in the same building, but other people, they're losing their lives, and we need the people to know this. We need them to see what's happening. It's not fair, and Israel must stop. Every 2 years they do it. It becomes a tradition, and this is not fair. This is not right. They need to know that the world is watching, and they need to stop this. And there is no excuse, and there is no reason. There's no right reason for them to do this.
Uh,
So we're trying to cover it through social media, but we need original TVs, like official TVs and channels to cover this, to let the people who's actually watching them to see what's happening. Because a lot of friends of mine in Europe and the USA, they don't know anything about what's happening over here,
mhm.
because their TVs and channels are not covering anything. They're just talking about Israel being so scared, and the Israelis are going to shelters, and Hamas is attacking them, Gaza is attacking them. They're not talking about anything of what Israel is doing to us. I don't know if the Israelis even care that much about what's happening over here, because in the end they go back to their lives normally. We're the people who's losing here. We're losing someone, like people we love. We're losing huge numbers of people that we love and we know. And this is where like the pain happens. And where's pain, you can't really get over it that easy. But over there, they just like get scared a little bit, then they go to a party or to a beach and they forget about what's happened. But over here, what we're going to do, we're just people crying everywhere.
That's right.
So I hope there's still humanity over there somewhere. But I'm not really sure about that because it's scary. It's scary over here. It's very scary.
Yeah.
We believe in our cause, you know, we're Palestinians. We believe that one day we'll get our freedom, and we do our best to do this and to get there.